Hi guys, it's Sandeep from Phone Arena and today we have a brand new unboxing. So this here is the latest smartphone from Meizu, which is the Meizu mx6, and this is a flagship smartphone that's powered by a deca-core processor, which is the Helio X20 from MediaTek. So this smartphone was just announced on 19th of July and we already have the unboxing ready for you. So let's go ahead and take a look at the box and its contents. So up front you basically have a design or a blueprint of the mx6 itself, while you move to the side you have the mx6 branding. Nothing much at the bottom or the top. The other side also has the mx6 branding, and if you actually move to the back you have details regarding the smartphone's color, the different capacities, etc. So this states that this is the 32 GB capacity variant. It has the mx685H LTE mobile phone, that is the model name, and this is a sample. This is not the final retail package perhaps, so this has a sample written on it, or perhaps because this is not the final version, this could very well be a prototype but near final build. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's inside the box. So the box just slides off, the top part just slides off, and here we have the Meizu mx6 itself. And oh yeah, it's actually pretty light. I expected it to be a bit heavier, especially considering that there's a lot of metal, and you can just see the redesigned antenna lines at the back. It's a bit less prominent, but it's still pretty much there at the back. It can still be seen, and it's not as neat as some of the other smartphones that we have seen recently, including the ones from Gionee, the S8, which has antenna bands all around the back, and even the Asus Zenfone 3 Deluxe, which also integrates antenna lines really well. But nonetheless, this is still an improvement over the previous generation, the Meizu MX5 or the other smartphones from Meizu. So let's just set this aside for now and see what else is inside the box. So here you have a Flyme SIM ejector tool. You get some documentation as well, I guess. So yeah, so here's the documentation. You basically have a quick start guide that shows you the different features, and as you may probably know, Meizu has a one touch button. It's called the M touch actually, and it has a single button to navigate through the UI instead of relying on 3 different keys. Like most other Android smartphones, you have a warranty booklet and you have another booklet in Chinese as well. So other than that, inside the box you get a 2-pin charger over here. So this has a Meizu branding over here, 2-pin for Europe and India. You have the USB slot over here, and there's no mention of the basic charging rating over here. I'll just take a look at it later on and let you know what the exact rating is, but seems like a pretty decent charger, seems pretty straightforward. This also supports fast charging, so we're not really sure whether you need to use the bundle charger in order to use this, or whether you can actually go for any charger, but we'll keep you updated on that as well. And this here is the USB Type-C cable. As you can see, it has a USB Type A to Type C port, and this seems also of pretty good quality. Other than that, there's nothing much in the box. So that was the contents of the box. So in essence, you get the Meizu mx6 smartphone, you get the charger, you get the USB Type-C cable and a bunch of different documentation, and finally the SIM eject tool also, which comes in a typical Meizu Flyme OS type style, like in the other smartphones as well. So let's go ahead and boot up the device and take a look at the software. So I'll just boot up the phone now, and in the meanwhile give you a run through the different hardware specifications of the smartphone. So up front you get a large 5.5-inch display that's manufactured by Sharp. This has a contrast ratio of 1500:1 and also an NTSC color gamut of 85%. The smartphone has a 5-megapixel camera at the top, along with the earpiece and ambient light and proximity sensors. You have a single button over here. It doesn't rely on the standard 3 keys for navigation like most other Android phones, be it on screen or off screen, but this has a single key which is called the M Touch 2.1 in this case, and it also houses the fingerprint sensor, which Meizu claims can unlock the phone in just 0.2 seconds. So the phone is all booted up, but I'll just go through the rest of the hardware as well before we check out the software. So at the right side you basically get the volume rocker button, and you also get the power key. On the left side you get the dual SIM card slot. At the bottom you get the USB Type-C port, you get the 3.5mm audio jack, the primary microphone, as well as the speaker grill, and at the top you get the secondary microphone. So moving over to the back, you find the new 12-megapixel sensor at the back. This is actually a Sony IMX386 sensor, and this is the first time that is being used on a smartphone. The previous generation mx6 had a 21 megapixel sensor with a 1 by 2.3 inch sensor size, but this one is actually a smaller sensor which has a size of 1 by 2.9 inches. But what's different is basically the pixel size, which has been improved and is the size of 1.25 microns. And here you have the dual tone LED flash. It actually seems like a single LED flash, but it houses a dual tone LED flash, and the smartphone can also do 4K video recording. So the entire smartphone is actually pretty light, and it's just 155 grams in terms of weight. So for a 5.5 inch device, that's not much, and the weight is really distributed well. It feels good to hold, and the thickness is not really that much. It does look a bit thick, but it's not all that thick, and it actually fits really well in the palm of your hands. And you can see here, this shows the dual SIM card slot. It takes 2 nano SIM cards, and you can also see the new redesigned antenna lines over here. It's not invisible, it's not really hidden in any way, but it actually looks a bit better aesthetically compared to the previous generations, and I quite like that as well. So this smartphone has a USB Type-C port that supports fast charging, and I told you earlier that I'll let you know about the charger specification. So the charger can basically handle up to 2 amperes and supports 5, 9 and 12 volts of charging. So let me just get rid of all these plastic protectors and let's proceed to check the rest of the smartphone. So this also seems like a screen protector, but it has different writing on it, so we're just going to take it out anyway. So this here is the Meizu mx6 all booted up, and as you can see, it's in Chinese right now, and we'll attempt to change it and then I'll come back to you and show you more. But in the meanwhile, another thing I would like to mention is that the mx6 supports fast charging through the USB Type-C port, so it can actually charge 65% in just 30 minutes and fully charge itself in just 75 minutes using the fast charger. And the smartphone has a 3060 mAh built-in battery, and that's quite specific, being 3060 mAh, and we hope that Meizu mx6 actually has a lot of optimization in terms of battery life, since it has a 5.5 inch Full HD screen. Luckily there's no 1440p screen, or else the battery drain would have been really bad, but even then there needs to be some sort of optimization in order to have really good battery life. But the slight consolation is that there is fast charging in case the phone does run out of juice. So let me just set this to English and get back to you. So I've already set it to English, and now let's go ahead and take a look at the settings. So in About Phone, you can see that the smartphone has the model number mx6. It's running on the Android Marshmallow version 6.0 and comes with Flyme OS 5.2.0 on top. So this has the single M-Touch 2.0 button, as you can see here. So you can go into settings, and if I want to go back to the previous screen, all I have to do is just tap on this button, and I can even press the button if I want to go all the way back to the home screen. So you basically rely on this single button over here and a set of different gestures in order to navigate through the phone. So let's take a look at the actual amount of storage it uses and amount of storage you get out of the box. So About Phone, storage, and as you can see here, out of a total of 32 GB of storage, there's a total of 29.12 GB of storage, and the user gets around 22.56 storage out of the box. And you can see that it also supports different kind of connectivity modes: media device, charge only, built-in CD-ROM, camera, etc. And as you can see here, there's no app drawer, and that's usual for Meizu as well as most other Chinese OEMs. All the apps are there on the home screen itself, and Meizu actually has a bunch of different customization options in the form of themes, and you can even get several different wallpapers from the theme store. Also, you also get neat facilities such as toolbox and stuff like that. We've actually gone through the different set of features that Meizu's Flyme OS gives in a different video, and we'll actually link it in the description below, so you can check it out after this if you're interested as well. So you get a lot of different gestures like this. So right now I just swiped up, and as you can see, the smartphone is already running on quite a lot of apps in the background, and it doesn't seem to be lagging at all. The transitions are really smooth, and you can just clear them all at once using this. Now the mx6 has actually been launched in China right now and is available for pre-order already, while the smartphone will launch on July 30th at a price of around 20,000 rupees, which is actually 1,999 yuan. The smartphone will be available in grey silver, which is this color. It will also be available in gold and a separate pink gold as well. We're not quite sure about the pricing in India, but considering that it's priced around 20,000 in China, we could expect a similar pricing over here in India as well. So that was it for the unboxing, guys. We hope you like this video. Do hit the like button if you like this video, and do subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.